with people who are working on finances. Get the tools and the education that you need to learn on how to get finances, and that falls on the occupational dimension of wellness, because I'll talk about the 7 dimensions of wellness. And then spirituality, and spirituality, it's not all in the religion. We don't want to enter into religion because that's also complicated and it divides us. So spirituality, you just want to enter into yourself and discover really whom you are, because we are powerful within us. If we close our eyes from the external life, you see a lot of life from the inside of you, and that's when you can express what's in the inside of you on the outside and be able to manifest that. And it's really cool. When I started doing like really a spiritual journey and going inside of me for every solution of every problem that I had, it's really a great thing to discover whom you are, so that you're not looking for solution every time on the outside, and you get to know yourself. You don't live on what people say about you, but you know how to define yourself. So that's about spirituality, and that's the spiritual dimension of wellness. Then, so we want to rise that dimension, right? The third thing we want to rise is our physical wellness. Yeah, we have to be doing sports. Actually, it's been 2 months. I've not been working out. I've been caught up in homeschooling and everything, but I have to get back and rise my physical fitness and start walking, jogging, and really working out. I love swimming, so I have to go back and do that, and jumping and doing the hula hoop. So it's time to rise your physical wellness if you've not been doing that, because it releases those happy hormones in your mind, right? Yeah, so that's the physical dimension of wellness. And then we have the intellectual dimension of wellness, where you have to educate yourself, personal development, so that you can get the knowledge. And when you get the knowledge, don't sleep on your knowledge. Apply it, because that's where the power is, when you apply. And it doesn't matter when you fall. I just fell when I was trying to do this broadcast on three platforms, and it didn't work. So it's like I failed on 2 platforms. But yet I have to rise, because now my roadmap starts today and I didn't want to skip. So I show up on 1 platform, and then I'm gonna work on that, and then tomorrow maybe I'll be able to launch on the 3 platforms. So you're gonna rise, and you're gonna stay consistent, and you need to stay true to your word. So that's the intellectual dimension of wellness. And then we have the relationships, the social dimension of wellness. Where do you need to rise your relationships? Is it your intimate relationships, your external relationships, your family relationships, a relationship also with yourself? Do you need to rise that? Oh, I need to rise all of them. So that's why this 40-day journey is going to help us. But for what I promised is to do 30 lives. So the moment I do 30 lives, the 10 ones are going to be a bonus. Actually, I'm going to show you, it's with the book of the soul and spiritual fitness. I don't have it here. It's in the bathroom. So I'm going to show it to you tomorrow. So emotional wellness, yeah, that's the dimension of wellness also. So we got to rise our emotions. We have to act on life and not to react on what it throws to us. Like, you see, I wanted to broadcast on these 3 platforms, and that got into my nerves. Like, I wanted to do this, and I'm showing up, and then technology is letting me down. And then I realized it's because I'm not used on these green screen stuff. So that's something that I need to learn, and I'm gonna learn that today, because tomorrow I want to show up on the 3 platforms and not only 1, right? So the way now I acted on that is like, I decided, okay, I'm gonna show up on 1 platform, and then I'm gonna work on that all night long, and tomorrow, like, I've solved that problem. I've acted on that problem instead of reacting to it, because actually I could have gotten angry and say it's not working up and I'm not gonna do all those 30 days. So you see, so when you become emotional intelligent, like all problems and all challenges that are thrown upon you, you are able to solve them like easily, right? Yeah, so that's why it's important to develop and to rise your emotional dimension of wellness. And the last one is the environmental wellness. We need to rise this area of our lives, because it's the external world, right? The environment, who is surrounding you. Like right now, we know we are having a global crisis. That's the environment. Are you reacting to what is being thrown in the world, or are you acting towards it? How are you dealing with this global crisis? Because some people are getting sick, depressed, and all that. How are you acting towards what's happening globally? Yeah, so you have to understand. You have to understand these times. You have to educate yourself. Don't watch only one type of news, just the mainstream media. Watch also the alternative media, and when you watch those two medias, you're going to see that they are contradicting themselves, and you're going to see they are dividing us, right? And you have to take yourself, you need to educate yourself. You need to know all the information here and here, the mainstream and the alternative, and then you get aside, and then you try to see what is resonating with you, and then you follow that road, right? Yeah, but we need to be united, and we need to, focus on unconditional love, because united, we are going to win every crisis, but divided, we are going to fall, right? Yeah, so today it was all about rising every area of our lives, and going to search on the resources that are going to help us to rise, right? To rise, to have that hope, that small hope that you have inside of you. It's time to ignite it and let it lead you until tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm bringing you another word. Maybe I won't be wearing a t-shirt, but I'm bringing you another word tomorrow, right? So it's the word just after this one. So after we rise, what do we do? See you tomorrow for more information about that.